for the very lady.
Now, I think Walt or Trent brought this up. I don't know, because we talk about black music. We talk about black music versus other genres, right? And I think we kind of touched on it a little bit too about how what the narrative is pushed in other genres versus the black genre, right? When I say that, what are your thoughts about other genres and then black genres when it comes to certain topics in music?
Well, I mean, country music. I love country music. It's art. It's a storytelling. It's basically you are jotting down a story and you're singing it. A lot of country is about getting dirty, love, dancing with your girl in a hoedown, or it's a lot of different aspects to country music. Rap music, I don't like. And so many people be like, I don't listen to Kendrick Lamar. Like, why? He's so positive. He's like, if it's positive, you don't hear that on the radio often. If it's positive, or unless it's appealing to mainstream. Other genres, I mean, like you said, jazz is a thinking man's music. Jazz is so peaceful. You clean your house. I mean, it literally. I don't see any other genre. Maybe a little bit of pop, but I don't see any other genre pushing drugs, sex, money, and cars like I do rap and R&B. I don't. And again, I don't listen to. I listen to everything, but I don't listen to everything. Like country music, I listen to jazz, I listen to R&B, I listen to soca, I listen to pop. You put a little Spanish music on, I might listen to that. I don't know. It just depends on the day. But I don't hear drug, sex, money, and women pushed like I do. Pushed now. It exists, but pushed like I do in rap and R&B.
Walt, what you got? What you think about when I say that?
So when we was talking about in the production, I know I was saying in the sense like what I hear in black music versus the other genres. I definitely feel like there is like a narrative to push men and women apart, like to drift us apart. Like I was saying in the production meeting about how there's like this infidelity kind of push. There's like, I honestly feel like if you're a new hot artist and you're a rapper, R&B, one of your main songs is about you messing with someone else's woman or you messing with someone else's man. Like, it's always in and being proud of it and being cool about it and being down with it. And that's the thing that I'm not saying that you can't have a song or maybe two songs, but it seems like that's the song, or we amp that. We be like, you can take somebody else's, or you can, there's this like, oh, don't trust no chicks, or don't trust no men, or do men like this, or do women like this, or use men like this, or use women like this. There is a serious narrative that gets pushed within black music. I don't hear that in white music. I don't hear the narrative of I mean, in country songs, I'm sorry, like I don't hear "Don't Trust These Hoes." Like, I don't hear that. I'm sorry. I don't. I do not. I'm not saying that. Of course, there's songs out there like, you know, some country dude got his heart broken, he's singing about it. But I'm saying that's you going through an experience. We've been hearing that. But I'm saying I don't hear them amp up about doing a woman how you want to do them, or doing a man how you want to do them, and then making sure that you only look out for you, not looking out for your fellow man or woman. And I'm saying in black music, we hear that and we amp it up. I'm not unguilty. I love SWV. I had the biggest crush on Coco as a stripper. But as I've gotten older, I have learned a lot of them songs are one of my favorite albums. But a lot of them songs is about them messing with somebody else's man. And I was like, I really did not know You're the One for Me was really about somebody else's other one. Like, as a scrub, like when you start listening to this stuff and then you see how where it's taking us and where we got now with it. Yeah, it's entertainment and it's entertainment, but I'm like, all right, but we don't always. To me, it's play. To me, it's kind of like here's another rapper talking about this. Like, I want to hear something rhythm. I want to hear something. If you going talk about relationships, let me hear like a unique perspective about a relationship. It doesn't always have to resort back to some crazy infidelity. Because man, men and women, I know this is kind of this is what I do, but I'm saying we need each other. At the end of the day, we need each other. So keep hope alive.
Right. Keep hope alive.
Yeah.
So Trev, what you think?
Man, everything's been said on my end. That's it in a nutshell. I feel like I've put a good amount of my 50 cents into this conversation too already. But yeah, I honestly think that, all the what we hear on radio of how we hear infidelity being played out mostly on our music, how we hear the idolatry of money and sex, along with the desire of doing drugs and everything like that. All that stuff is being pushed heavily in our community and on our airwaves, and I think that it's been done on purpose.
I mean, I definitely hear what y'all saying on that. I hear it heavy, but at the same time, my music palette is balanced, so I don't really hear too much. I mean, I hear it, but it's like, okay, well, I got this over here, also over here. But I would say this: rock and roll. Oh, rock and roll was getting coked out. They was cutting animals up on stage,
worshiping doing animal worships, devil worships, all that stuff.
Yeah, they were talking about all types of stuff in rock and roll music.
And now, that's a weapon too.
But here's the thing, though. Rock and roll music at one point was one of the biggest genres in the world.
It was a weapon too, and it still is.
Country music. I heard about cheating. I heard about cheating and drinking a lot. A lot of whiskey is being poured up in country music.
This is true. Didn't think about that. Yes,
a lot of whiskey.
Tennessee whiskey.
Right, exactly. That I mean, honestly, drinking is worse than smoking weed. Keep it in the G. If you were getting drunk and your liver and all, that's poison.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I probably heard people have more problems drinking than smoking weed. Now I don't condone smoking weed, because that's not how I get down. But I'm just saying, like that compared to weed. I mean, that pills is another story. That's another. But I'm just saying, speaking to like country music and everybody. I think everybody get into their vices a little bit in these genres of music. Now, the thing about our music is that it's more blunt. Like it's a straight up. everything that black people say is real and is straight up. Like the way we say, they might say, they might call the girl, they might be clever with it. Sometimes dudes like, yo, don't trust that.
Skis or something like that.
Don't trust that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, but black people are very direct about stuff. That's the thing that makes hip hop. It's very clear and concise about what I'm talking about. You ain't gotta guess.
True.
It's right there. You understand what I'm saying? And I would say that it would be much better if the balance was presented in a way where the other type of music was presented. So that way now people have a choice of what they want to listen to. Right now they don't, these young kids, they don't really have a choice because it's on TikTok, it's on radio, it's on everything that they like. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like shoved in their faces a little bit. I think it's one of them things, man, that, and right now I think parents are so needed to be in their kids, like to be in their lives, because my mom can probably send me outside and let me do my thing a little bit more freely than now, these kids now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, it's just a little. I would say that yes, it is heavy, like black music. In black music, it is a lot of that in there. But I think it's because I think we are more direct about what we say, and I think in other genres we might be a little. They might go around the subject a little bit and kind of which is good. I'm not saying that it's not. I'm saying that's a great, because you want to be clever. Like Walt was talking about, how things was less subtle.
Discretion.
Yeah, discretion was hey, they used it. But hip hop, not so much. We've never been people who use discretion, a lot of discretion in rap songs, because it has to be as real and pure as possible in order for it to hit the people in the way they want to hit them. You know what I mean? So then hip hop is still young. It's still young. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hip hop ain't even 50 yet. You know what I'm saying?
Pure.
So it has to be pure.
That's to open up a can of worms. But
so
yeah.
I'm saying if it's not, what did you say? You said if it has to deal with it being straightforward and whatnot. I'm saying I feel it's a bit of an issue, because hip hop is like the number one genre in the world.
It is. It's not like it is.
I'm saying, so it's the most powerful musical art form on the planet, and I'm saying, since it is that, and that is the main, and we push a good amount of negativity as if the number one genre in the world is pushing negativity more than having a balanced palette.
But is it really though?
I'm saying the best.
I'm asking that question though. But is it really pushing more? Because the thing about it is that we see what's on radio, right? And we see what's on TikTok and all of that. But is it that, or is just that the music that balances it out is just not getting the airplay?
Okay, so I'm saying, so the powers that be,
right?
The powers that be that control what is getting played. I'm not saying I'm saying hip hop is here, but the powers that be is taking what they want from hip hop and pushing it out in the world. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
What they're taking from hip hop and pushing it out in the world, I feel, is a mostly negative kind of lens.
Whose fault is that?
That's not. It's not one person. I'll say that.
Back to your question, Tino. Is it really pure?
What you mean?
Is hip hop really pure?
It is. Hip hop is gonna. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about hip hop.
Is it really, really pure? Because if it was pure, there wouldn't be no temperament with it.
What do you
at
mean?
all.
What do you mean?
If anything has touched it, or like if there's any type of involvement from other sources to make it come out a certain kind of way it's supposed to, I wouldn't call it pure.
But who says that is though?
People that the powers that be, the people who holds the switch to say, yeah, I want to put this out and promote it and to get it out there, and yeah, you should make a song that's gotta say like this or say it like that.
Well, who says that they're saying that though?
Who says they're saying that?
All right, so here's what I'm saying.
Lupe Fiasco make a song called "Dumb It Down"?
No, here's what I'm saying. There are people who have money, right? Yes, I agree. There's an agenda to make sure that they put a certain type of record out there.
Perfect. Yeah.
That will push a certain agenda, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that these people who are coming to these labels, they already have what they want to do, right? Yeah. So all they're doing, all the people who have this money is doing is putting money behind that, right? They're not. I don't believe that they're telling them, yeah, write it like this or do this. No, they have someone who has the product that they're trying to push. They put money behind that. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's not.
I agree with you on that. I think it's a little bit of both of those.
Yeah, because they're not just going out there and just pulling people out and tell them, yeah, can you write it like this or nah? I don't think that. I just think
not
that
in every case, but I think that there are cases like that.
I just feel like people, like Tay said, the money is in where you're talking about the drugs and stuff like that, right? Mm-hmm. Those who are, once again, going back to my point, who are participating in these activities on the street, right? Who are trying to hide their pain with drinking, smoking weed, using pills. They're going to the people who already mentally messed up anyway. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Like so people in power are putting money towards that. There are other artists out there who don't have the backing.
That's true.
Everything is free will. Everything is choice, right? You can go and find a Rhapsody. You can go up there and find a Rhapsody. You can go find a Lupe. You can go find. You can go find a lot of people who have great balance. Raps or R&B. You can go find a Her. You can go find so many people out there who actually a lot of these big companies are putting money behind them too. It's really just a choice of what you want.
But to piggyback off what Tay was saying earlier, when we were saying as far as this generation, I do feel like, yeah, there's a good bit of us that transition to your child or your children. As far as like what they're going to listen to, because I know I listen to, as far as like amongst my peers, I know I listen to older music more than any of them. And as far as like when it comes to just my palette for music, as far as like what I listen to, I would say amongst my friends, I feel like I probably got a good deal of a balance as far as like what I will listen to. But when you think about the generation that is going to be coming up after us, and you look at what these kids in college listen to, like I'm not saying that, of course, you're in college, sex, that's what it is. Okay, that's what it is. But I'm saying when you have artists like Tekashi 6ix9ine,
what you mean? Where is he?
I have no idea where this man is now.
Somewhere.
But all I know was that when this man was out, they was talking about this man like this man was. It wasn't that he was a great rapper or anything. They was literally just amped off of everything that this dude was saying, or everything that this dude was pushing, and everything that this dude was putting out. Now this dude has so much going around him because of the whole story and everything. But I'm saying they was playing this, man. I don't know how many times I would scroll and I heard black. I don't know how many times I heard lyrics from this dude, and I don't listen to not a one of his songs. But it's like when you think about the children growing up, hearing that, listening to that, that's the reason why this dude has the fans that he has. That's the reason why this dude has the money that he has. Pushing that.
I think he said he broke now. So, but,
Really?
yeah, she said he broke.
He lied before too. So
yeah.
So
I mean, allegedly, you know how that goes.
Exactly.
I don't believe him. I don't believe nothing that man say. But anyway, I'm bad.
But no, I'm just saying, like, what they doing in hip hop is, I feel like just the stuff that they pushing. I do feel like there's definitely a more of appreciation of skill. I feel like lately I've been seeing.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I think that here's, and we can continue this, because I can talk. I do this all night. But my thing is, I think one thing that we have to realize as adults, that even as we were coming up, there were different stages of hip hop. Hip hop is a baby, right? And the years that I've heard hip hop, you had different stages. Then you have gangster rap, and all these other things, right? Now the kids have to go through their evolution of what hip hop is. You got drill, you got this, you got all these type of things. A lot of things is happening in hip hop these days. They have to go through the evolution. Eventually they will grow up. These kids, right? They're now all going to be popping pills and drinking syrup when they get 30, 40. They are by the time that they probably gonna be they're gonna be dead, right? Exactly. But what I'm saying is that drug use has always been something that every genre, drinking and drugs, any genre of music, whether it be black, whether it be whatever. But I feel like there's always going to be that type of subject matter in every song. Why? Because everybody is going through something mentally in their lives. Everybody's going through something. How do they get rid of that, or how do they hide from that? They drink, they smoke weed, they drink lean, they pop pills. So when you have these type of things happening, guess what? That's an audience that somebody's going to write a song to. And that's just the bottom line with it. Like the bigger issue is what people are going through daily in their lives to hide and mask the pain. Like you got functioning alcoholics. Mm-hmm. You have people who smoke weed all the time when they break. I knew a girl. I was in high school. This girl smoked weed. I mean, she was smoking weed all the time. But see, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was going on. She had a lot going on in her life. She was, I knew she was raped. There's a lot of stuff that was going on there. I knew a kid who used to drink. And I mean, you didn't even know that he was drinking. But he was, like I said, this is high school.
Wow.
This is high school. Like my high school was wow. Shout out to Hempstead High School. We were wow. It was a wild school. It was a lot going on though. A lot, like I said, there was a lot of crack dealing, a lot of drug selling. People selling drugs to everybody. I ain't gonna call y'all out. I'm just saying. There was a lot going on there. Even teachers, we done caught teachers drinking on the job. But
I think I allegedly caught one of mine too.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Everybody's going everybody's going through stuff, and music. I mean, if you really, honestly, some of these jazz songs are people who was on cocaine. They was on early stages of cocaine, shooting up heroin. So I just think that I feel like just like anything in life, there are going to be some good things. There's going to be some bad things in everything. You know, the internet is great for information, but it's bad for other things. You know, so that's how I see it.
Facts on that. Charles Mingus, Miles Davis,
Right.
Rough Riders.
Ray
Right.
Charles, like all of these
Right.
great, legendary,
They
like
just
Sam
Rough
Cooke.
Riders.
Like I swear, it's just. But a lot of great music comes from pain. A lot of great
Right.
music
And I
comes
was
from
just about to
that.
say that
Mhm.
what comes from bad, God makes good.
Mhm.
He could take bad and make it good all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like it is. I just feel like I'm guilty of this too. So I ain't gonna sit here and act like it. I just feel like we sometimes are really hard on these kids and the music that's coming out. And you know, I remember listening to Onyx. You know, move back. Onyx is here. Back the F up. I just love this. Like, take him up, bring him up dead. Shot him up, I just love this
That's
stuff.
how I felt about On Camp and Crime Mob. Like
Right.
that was a
I
southern
know.
delicacy.
Right.
I know, give me the loot, word for word.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like we can't be so bad on it. When you hear drill music, come on, like what's the difference between drill music and Give Me the Loot or you know anything like violence is violent. Give Me the Loot is basically Big and him pretending he's a little person or like the boy sidekick thinking about robbing somebody. Right? What's the difference between that and drill music? There's not really much in between there. You know what I mean? Like that, I'm sure Big has probably robbed somebody. He probably took a purse. I'm almost positive of that. Right? These dudes is talking about shooting somebody that they really want to shoot. Or they might have shot. Honestly, there's really not a difference between they just branded it something different. So we just got to be careful about how we are with these kids, and at the same time, the kids have to understand that some of the stuff is, even though it's real, doesn't mean that it's right.
Right. The only difference that between back then and now, and what's going on now, is just we just grew up.
We grew up, and we forgetting some of the stuff, like before it was called twerking. What y'all was doing? Y'all go back and look at them Uncle Luke videos and see what y'all was doing.
Popping. It wasn't called twerking. It was called popping.
Right.
Don't stop.
Right. Shout out to Uncle Luke. Uncle Luke.
Always trying to get grinded.
I love you, Uncle Luke. I love you, Uncle Luke. Wow. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. Like black, white, country, Yugoslavia. It don't matter. They all using drugs. They all drinking. It's just what it is. And they all selling crack and they getting money. Just say they get money.
And they
selling
slapping. They slapping people who put their wives' names in there.
Right, and they slapping people. They put their wives in their mouth. It's just what it's all the same.